Welcome to Shibuya, and I forbid you from leaving till the end of this video. Right now, we're kicking the good boys off the table and replacing them with the ultimate bad boy energy demon lords. Welcome to the top 10 absurdly powerful demon lords in anime. This list drops heavily with insane aura points and power scales ranging from continental to universal level domination, having some of the most iconic demon lords. So why don't you sit back and relax while we cook? We're starting from the bottom of the barrel with Varvatos, the classic story of the average guy who is really an absolute monster under the blankets. Yeah, not that kind of blanket you expect. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about raw, absolute power. Varvatos becomes the ultimate demon lord in his realm, and after a century of being unbeatable, he plans his death and is reborn years later as a nobody to human parents. By the time he's reincarnated, he's the kid with perfected magic beams, skilled and naturally absurdly OP. His strength is so immense that even his reborn form can pack a huge punch. Varvatos, now named Ard, possesses insane abilities even as an ordinary human. Against him, it's not fair in a battle. He can casually wipe out entire armies with the wave of his hand. He isn't just a demon lord. He's the concept of what a godlike being should be. Up next is the menace from the underworld, Surzex Lucifer. He might sound like your typical high school heartthrob. I mean, look at that hair. But don't let his looks fool you. He's an absolute powerhouse in the world of high school DxD. Surzex is the Crimson Satan, the ruler of hell, and more or less one of the strongest beings in the series. As a newborn, Surzex was a natural-born devil star, having to possess immense destructive powers that are as devilish as he looks. He possesses the grace and strategy of a chess grandmaster. Also added to the list is his immense strength, a master of hand-to-hand combat, transformation, and hypnosis magic, and his aura of destruction that could level an entire realm. Surzex is that guy who walks into a room and immediately changes the atmosphere. Whether it's a handsome pageant or a wholesome bloody battlefield, literally. Swinging in at number 8 is a runaway demon lord. One thing about Sadao Mao is that he starts as a demon lord ruling over vast armies and continents, only to be tossed into modern-day Tokyo, where his greatest enemy is dirty dishes and rent. Bro really went from controlling hellish armies to wondering how he could get more money for the electricity bill. But make no mistake, Sadao's demon lord roots are far from forgotten. Sure, he's now more concerned with working at a fast food joint than conquering worlds, but his fast abilities still pack a punch. He's ridiculously powerful with skills that range from magic manipulation to summoning armies of demons on a global scale, if he is in the mood for it. By the way, he's always in the mood for it. Imagine running a McDonald's but secretly being able to blow up the city if the line gets too long. Well, that's Sadao in a nutshell. Coming in hot at number 7 is the demonic essence Lucifero. Bro here is an example of a demon lord who isn't about peace.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always!
He's about absolute domination. This guy doesn't just sit back and wait for things to fall into his palm, he actively orchestrates the destruction of the world. Lucifero is the ultimate, highest-ranking devil and one of the rulers of the underworld who resides at the lowest level of the Tree of Qliphoth. In easy terms, he's the final boss to beat at the final level of the dungeon. His presence alone is enough to distort the very fabric of reality, allowing him to crush entire realms with ease. He possesses immense magical abilities that obliterate the living realm even in an incomplete form. Nobody wants to have this guy as their opponent, not even Yami or Asta, if we're being real. At number 6, Meliodas is the poster child for overpowered characters, which is so ironic for someone whose height is below my kneecap. Does that change the fact that he's a badass who would use his opponent to sweep the floor? No. As the Demon King's first son who went on a destruction hiatus, this dude could still wipe out the entire continent without breaking a sweat. Meliodas may have started as the fun-loving leader of the 7 deadly sins, but his true power as the Demon King's son makes him a terrifying force. The dude has insane durability, reflexes, and power, but what makes him absurd is his ability to reset battles using his power of full counter. No matter what attack you send at him, he easily sends it right back at you, only stronger than before. Bro can also use his demon powers in a limitless way, ranging from destroying entire landscapes to manipulating dark magic with a casual flick of his wrist. Sitting pretty in 5th place is Arata. One thing about this guy, aside from being stuck in a harem with hot girls, is that his power is still ridiculously over the top. What makes Kasuga Arata so absurdly strong is his ability as the Demon Lord to effectively bend reality by nullifying and copying other people's magic. This allows him to manipulate the effects of magic around him to achieve desired outcomes, which can appear similar to reality manipulation. His main strength is his overwhelming versatility and being able to create and control various types of magic with almost no limit. When your ability is to keep your demon abilities at bay and disperse breakdown phenomena, then we should be talking about power scales on a continental level. He might not rule over hell, but he can easily alter the rules of existence itself, and that's even scarier than wielding demonic fireballs. Following the list is the Black-Eyed Diablo in 4th place. This guy is a powerful primordial demon who serves as a high-ranking executive in Rimuru's army, whether or not he's acting like an overprotective daddy. Diablo, with his shadowy, mysterious demeanor, has the power to manipulate a variety of elements and is considered a master of infinity magic. To make things even more absurd, Diablo has an entire catalog of Demon Lord abilities, including Nightmare Creation, which allows him to destroy minds in terrifying ways. It's basically game over the moment he lays eyes on you. But here's the best part. Diablo is just that good at being evil. He revels in his ability to destroy everything in his path, but with a flair that would make even the most seasoned villain jealous. Number 3 has us stuck to our seats. Why? Guy Crimson might not be the first name that pops into your head when you're thinking of terrifying demon lords, but you'd be dead wrong. Guy's power is, quite frankly, terrifying, and not just because he's a demon lord of luxury. He possesses terrifying near-cosmic level and nuclear abilities that allow him to manipulate the very forces of reality around him. His deep knowledge of magic and his overwhelming magical power make him one of the most absurdly powerful demon lords on this list. Guy Crimson could easily crush entire cities or even manipulate time, and his overwhelming self-confidence ensures that you'll never want to challenge him. Next on the hierarchy of doom is Enos Voldigode. Enos is not just a demon lord, he's a reincarnated god of destruction with the right ego to match. Bro is so powerful he did something most demon lords can't, by naming himself after he was reborn. The dude can literally do anything. Whether it's manipulating reality at will or bending the laws of magic to his desire, his power is so vast that even his opponents have a tough time comprehending just how overpowered he really is. Even though he tries to blend in like the cool kid who has zero clue about the class subjects. He can erase entire universes like you'd erase a chalkboard and still make time for an afternoon nap. I mean, he's been unbeatable all your life. There's nothing that can stop this guy, not even The Rock. Finally, at number 1, Rimuru is our newest addition to the Demon Lord rank as a late bloomer with powers that can easily scale him to the top of the list. Rimuru is hands down the most absurdly powerful Demon Lord in his verse. When Bro got reincarnated as a slime, nobody expected him to become a godlike entity capable of reshaping reality. But here we are. Rimuru is the king of all Demon Lords, and he's not even breaking a sweat. Rimuru has mastered ultimate skill powers which grant him near-omniscient abilities, reality manipulation, and vast control over matter and energy. I call him the universe-tier Demon Lord, but the kicker is that Rimuru isn't just powerful because of his abilities. He's a master tactician and an extremely charismatic leader, which means his influence reaches far beyond raw power. While most demon lords are content with just obliterating things, Rimuru is out there building a peaceful, yet terrifyingly powerful kingdom. On this note, Shibuya's gates are now opened as we've come to the end of this video. Let us know in the comments which demon lord should have made it to this list and who you believe would ace these losers. Finally, you can now leave Shibuya, but don't forget to hit the bell icon so we see you in the next upload.